I'm Chrissy Bill of Chrissy Bill Productions, and about 10 months ago I reviewed Killzone, and today I'm finally doing a follow-up with that by reviewing Killzone 2. So I'll not mess around and just get into the review.
They will know Helgan belongs to the Helghast.
The story starts where our previous game left off, with the ISA preparing their counter-assault against the Helghast, led by the now Commander Jan Templar. You don't play as Jan Templar this time. Instead, you play as this new character, Tomov Sevchenko, or Sev Short, along with Rico and two new characters, Garza and Natko. Your group is sent to join the battle at the Helghast capital and capture the Helghast leader Skolovasari. The troops march on the city and capture the palace, only for some electrical defense grid weapon thing to be activated by the Helghast commander Radek, who's voiced by Jean Pertwee. Which is one of these really weird cases where a voice actor was in the previous installment, comes back for the sequel only to voice a completely different character. So Sev and crew head off into the desert to shut off the weapons generator, only for Radek to capture his team. Sev and Rico team up to save the rest of their team, only for Rico to lose their shit and Garza to be killed in the crossfire. Sev and crew head back to the ISA's flagship, only for the Helghast to attack the ship, Radek to shoot Commander Templar and steal the ISA's nuclear launch codes. But Commander Templar, in a final act of defiance, shuts off the ship's thrusters and lets it plummet into the Helghast power generator, shutting off their weapons defense system. Sev finds a surviving mech suit, hops into it, and heads off to see if the Helghast power generator is well and truly destroyed. Skolovasari, also in an act of defiance, decides to drop the nuke right on his own city, killing thousands or if not millions of both ISA and Helghast soldiers. So Sev, Rico and Natko rally the remaining ISA troops into storming the palace again. Or maybe it's a different palace, I don't quite know. After fighting through almost seemingly endless waves of Helghast soldiers, you finally have a boss fight against Radek, which involves him either shooting you from afar, teleporting about the place, or trying to shank you in the back like he was the spy from TF2. After being defeated, Radek decides to shoot himself, which probably sent him off to the afterlife where he will fight his mortal enemies, the Daniel Fortescue from Medieval. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale was fucking weird. Sev and Rico finally confront Skolovasari, and Vasari basically gives a long monologue which basically consists of, "If you strike me down, you will face a shitstorm that you cannot possibly imagine." But then Rico gets pissed off again and shoots him. And then a massive Helghast fleet arrives and sequel baiting. The gameplay feels a lot better this time, although there are some weird choices, such as aiming by pressing on the right analog stick, because that decision makes sense. Also, clicking the left analog stick allows your character to run, but that's just clicking. If you hold it down, it just cancels out the run entirely. Most of the guns now you can actually aim, with the exception of the machine gun. Level design is pretty good, if a bit cheap at times, and there are occasions where you think, what the fuck just killed me? Oh, and an additional piece of bullshit is that the Helghast with rocket launchers can essentially one-hit kill you before you even notice they're there. The graphics hold up pretty well for a game of its time. It has a genuine gritty and detailed feel to it. The music is pretty good too, fitting the scenarios pretty well as several renditions and reinterpretations of the Helghast March. Yes, is it music time? Actually, while you're here, I found this piece of paper in one of my games and it has some numbers on it. Do you recognise this at all? No, I most certainly do not recognise that item. If you excuse me, I've got a thing to do. Yeah! Is it just me, or is he being a bit evasive? Overall, I like this game. True, the gameplay has a few niggles and the story isn't exactly a masterpiece, but overall, I liked it. I managed to beat the game in a day, but overall, 8 out of 10, good game, game. That's all for now. Chrissy Bill, signing out. Crap. If those numbers came from who I think they came from, then I need to get that magic Fabergé out of Chris's hands and leave this universe as soon as possible. Hello, I'm Chrissy Bill of Chrissy Bill Productions, and about... Really? Skull of Asari, on the other hand, in an... Oh, not more.